So I don't know about you guys, but I have a hard time saying goodbye to things. And that goes for makeup, but that also goes for every single aspect in my life. I have a hard time saying goodbye to friends. We have moved, and I'm sure you guys know this. Anyone that has watched this blog religiously since it started will notice that my background is always different. It's not because I'm changing rooms. It's because I'm changing lives. It's because I'm changing states constantly. Meet modern day nomads. I mean, we're everywhere, and we're even moving this year again. But this time it's just 7 minutes down the road, 7 minutes, and we're building a home. And so I'm very, very excited for that. But we just have met so many good friends and so many different people that it's so hard to leave. Virginia was beautiful. Anna, Banana, I miss you and your boys. We lived in Colorado. We've lived in Oregon multiple times. Both of our boys were born in Idaho. And where else have we lived? My husband and I both lived, not together, but we lived out in Russia, out in Siberia. I'm from California, so I've lived all over the place there. Miss all my friends everywhere, everywhere, everywhere. And I wanted to pick out a few things that, I don't know, I thought you guys might find interesting that I'm really sad to say goodbye to. Being a makeup artist, obviously there are certain tools that we use. And this is my first brush to completely die on me, to where I need to throw it away. I do not like saying goodbye to things and throwing them away because there could be a use for them down the road. With my brushes, they're an investment, so I take care of them, I clean them, I condition them, I make sure that they're okay. And this one, I was washing it and I was drying it off, and this came completely out. And I am now and I scrunched it back in because I'm like, I must use this. Look how sad that is. I mean, that's so sad. You can see I've got foundation on it. I used it. But now that I got 2 new foundation brushes from Sigma that I love and that have replaced it, Jen Springer, have to say goodbye to this makeup brush. And it makes me really, really sad. This was the 187 from MAC. And I'm going to throw it away. So it's gone. A Touch of Spring. This has been my go-to fragrance for years. Why years? Because I use it sparingly. But it was a limited edition, my Lacoste Touch of Spring, and I cannot tell you how sad I am to get rid of this. I have had this sitting on my vanity table for so long because I don't want to throw it away. I keep thinking that maybe I'll wake up one morning and it will be full. It's not gonna happen. I am not a member of Zango, and they gave me some products to use. And one that I love so much, and you guys are gonna laugh at me because I used to dog on like mineralized skin finishes, and this one is the mineralized foundation, and it's, oh, there it is, it's in medium, from the Glimpse line. I am so sad to say goodbye to this. Look at all this fun makeup on the bottom of it. I loved this stuff, and sadly I would still put on like some foundation and then put this over it, and so I was probably defeating the purpose of how great this is for my skin, but it left my skin looking glowy and perfect and flawless. I am so sad to say goodbye to this. Very, very sad. Zango, I like this a lot. And then there are, let's see, was there anything else on that aspect? Oh, one thing I'm still kind of bugged about. I love Powder Flage. Y'all know how much I love Powder Flage. It is the most perfect color for underneath your eye, lightweight powder so that it doesn't give you that reptile looking skin underneath if you were to use like a heavy pressed powder underneath. So I can't find it in any stores, anywhere. I've looked. And so I finally went online and paid shipping and handling. Oh, I hate shipping and handling. And so I got it, did not use it once, and lost it. And so I still have this to show me that I bought it and all of their wonderful products, and I still have the free gift that came with it, the Total Moisturizer. Where is my Powder Flage? I have cleaned this house so many times. It's probably been a month and a half, but I refuse to buy another one because I know it's around here somewhere and I can't find it. And it is so hard for me to say goodbye to that because I know it's here. I know it's here. It's just eluding me. And then books. Do you guys ever read like a really, really good book and then you're just so sad when it's over? It's like this relationship you've had with the book, with the characters, and then you have to say goodbye. I have some books I want to show you. Okay, so I was really sad when I read the last Harry Potter. I'm dropping books. Was anybody else sad? Because these characters were so great, and to have it end and be finished, I mean, sure, you can go back and read them all, but it's never the same as the first time you read them. So I was really sad when I had to say goodbye to Harry Potter. I was also sad when I had to finish The Hunger Games. I am such a reader. Like, I have to have a book all the time, and I'm actually looking for a really good book. So leave me some comments and let me know what you guys like. But I was really sad to say goodbye to this. Number one, because it was a great thought. It was a great idea. But number two, because I was not in love with how it ended. I was not in love with the third book. There were parts of the third book that I loved, but I wasn't in love with the third book as a whole. So it was really sad for me to say goodbye to those characters on such a sour note, too. But I was pulling for PETA. I did like PETA, and so I was happy for that. Spoiler alert for those that haven't finished. This is probably one of my favorite books. This is Atlas Shrugged, and my husband got this for me for Christmas, and I adore this book. It's so good. It's about movers and moochers and looters and thinkers. Like, I mean, it's all these different people in the world, and Ayn Rand, who is the author, she thought of her own type of society since it's not out there today and kind of puts that idea into the book. It's kind of more of a heavy read, but really, really, really good. I recommend this book to anybody, but it was really hard to say goodbye to this. I am trying to convince my husband that if we have another baby and if we have a girl, her name needs to be Dagny. We'll see how that goes. It was really hard for me to say goodbye to Baby Wise. I think that this is the best parenting book on the market, and this is the second one because the first one is lent out. I can never keep it at home. People are always asking about it. And so it was hard for me to say goodbye to number one and number two because I had such a great handle on those stages when they were little. You know, they were sleeping through the night at a month, and they were, you know, having behavioral problems. And so the mannerisms that you can teach from this book were so amazing. And it was so hard for me to say goodbye to this because now I don't know what the junk I'm doing. And yes, there are more Baby Wise books, but it's not easy. And then I was really sad to say goodbye to, just in general, the Russian language. I lived there for a year and a half, and it's not that I want to say goodbye to it, but I'm losing it. When you don't practice something, you lose it. And that goes along with any talent that you might have, not just being able to pick up a language, but your talents and stuff. And I had marked a passage that I had read like all the time in this book. And I'm going to attempt to read you like, this is so embarrassing, but this is how much like my Russian has lost and has been lost. But you'll notice, for those of you that didn't know, they have a completely different alphabet. You know, I've marked up this book. I love this book. And so, вот я увещеваю вас, когда вы будете читать об этом, если по мудрости Божьей вы сможете читать. I mean, this just isn't how it's supposed to sound, really. Помните, насколько милостив был Господь к детям человеческим от сотворения Адама и до того времени, когда вы получите эти писания. I don't even know if I'm doing the accent marks right. И с сердцем подумайте о них. Oh my word. It's such a pretty language. It's so gorgeous. But it's just, it was so hard to say goodbye to all my people over there too. And just the friends that I had made. And oh, it was such a wonderful part of my life. But yeah, saying goodbye, not easy, but needs to happen. I mean, I believe that if you are held in the past, or held in the future, then you're being distracted from what's going on in the here and now. And if any of you have read The Screw Tape Letters by C.S. Lewis, love that book as well. It talks about devils that are tempting their people here on earth. And it's interesting. It's one devil writing back and forth to his apprentice. And in one chapter, it says, you know, your subject, which is the human that this devil is supposed to be like tempting, it says, your subject has become humble. Have you notified him of the fact? You know? It just talks about the clever little ways that we can be tempted to do different things. And one of the thoughts or the ideas is that you keep people in the past like, what could have happened? What would I have done differently? And that's where I think we get into trouble with, you know, Facebook or MySpace or all these different kinds of things. You know, you hear about a lot of people that are like, I wish I could live the way I did when I was single. And so they try to go back to that, and it never really works, you know? Oh, what would it have been with this boyfriend? I'm gonna leave my husband for this one, you know? And it's like, don't live in the past, don't live in the past, which I'm totally guilty of, but I can see why it's not good. Or living in the future. Thinking about your future is great, or thinking about the future is great, but if you're constantly thinking about like, this is what I'm gonna do when this and this and this. I'm gonna do that when this and this and this. This needs to happen first before I can do this. No, this needs to happen first. Or, oh, I can't wait to be in this and this and this and this and this. Oh, I can't wait to have our house built and put all our things in the house. You become completely dissatisfied with the present, or you don't even live in the present, you know? And so I'm like, oh, I don't want to clean this place because it's not going to be mine forever. That's not good. It's not a good way to think, but I digress. So basically saying goodbye to things. What are things that you've had to say goodbye to, that you don't want to say goodbye to, that you've had to say goodbye to? Or first brush, you guys, I'm having to throw away. Goodbye, cruel world. What are things that you had to say goodbye to that you are kind of sad about? Friends or classes even, you know, in school, that you just absolutely love and that you just breeze through because you're so interested in it that you get such a good grade in it. Or books. Those are my books. Probably have like 1,000 more, but I usually check them out from the library, so I don't actually own them. But yeah, leave me some comments and let me know what you've had to say goodbye to. And maybe in regard to makeup, you could tell us what you're sad to say goodbye to, because we'll know what you want to buy again, and a product that's great to keep going with. I know for me, Sigma will probably always be a part of my life because their brushes are so inexpensive and great that if I were to have to throw away a brush, I'm not going to feel the $60-something loss that I feel with this one. I'm going to feel more of an $18 loss or a $16 loss, and that I can handle. So leave me some comments, let me know, and even though I don't want to say it, goodbye.